starting turn 7. So we start with
Do we have a
two HQ draws. Nobody's got an
none?
HQ event this turn. So now
I'm not
we
upset by
are
that.
placing PC markers. What are the PC markers for turn 7? AABC.
A B C.
So
I got the A's.
yeah. So I think we'll probably want to put Spooky in this row this turn.
I think so. Well, you say that.
He'll draw more
I mean,
cards in
it's
row
more
C.
cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more cards. I'm not
But
really worried about incoming showing up where Spooky is.
true. All right. So
Although it
now,
might theoretically stop line of sight. So I may not like that.
yeah. Well, the key thing we got to remember from last time is we got to not illuminate such that this guy can see us.
Yeah. I think that's it.
I'm not going to put an enemy activity check here on this paralyzed dude because he's doing nothing.
He does nothing.
He does nothing. All right. So how many enemy activity checks? 6 of them.
Kind of 6.
So we're going to resolve the guy who's that guy. Way up here. Oh, Lord.
Which right now he cannot see anybody, right?
Yeah, so but he's in that like all other situations situation. Right?
Right. Yep.
So he is going to advance straight ahead. So he would be a good guy to target with Spooky this turn because he's all exposed. I mean, he's in a kind of like a high.
Yep. Oops. Double exposed. -4.
Yeah, I'm having a little weird lag here, so I'll probably let you do more
Oops.
stuff.
Okay.
All right, now we're drawn for
So we got 5.
1. We'll just go step through them.
But
So
that guy.
Oh, right, that guy. So
Which he can't see anybody right now.
Wait, he can't? Oh, because
Who could he see? There's no
illumination
illumination.
gets cleaned up. You're right. I forgot
Yep.
illumination gets cleaned up. So what
So
is he doing?
He's nothing.
He's not all other situations?
Oh, he's in all other situations, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I
he
think
is.
so.
He's in all other situations.
Yeah.
So we may actually lay down Spooky where he can get them both if he advances.
Yeah.
I almost want him to advance.
Well, but even if he doesn't advance, we could put him here and he could get both of them. But yeah, let's see what he does. Just don't draw a 1 and we'll be okay. 2. So he's going to infiltrate towards the closest opposing unit. Now he can't infiltrate,
but
but
that turns into advance straight ahead.
Yeah, so he'll be
right.
Now he is.
I think it actually says that on this thing.
Yeah. Now he is unspotted. Is he unspotted?
Well, as soon as he moves,
he's spotted.
Well, he's now exposed. If he was in our line of sight, he would be spotted, which I think we ought to get him.
Well, he technically is in our line of sight because this guy has infrared.
That's true. Yeah, no, he's spotted now. Thank you.
And
we need to open up fire.
Well, they're firing here right now.
Oh, they are. You're right.
But that guy at least has got him spotted, so we can.
He does. Yeah.
We can go after him, but he still can't spot us, so that's good. We don't have to take a grenade from him this turn, which is good. We get all those pins will come off. All right, 4.
Yeah, and he's going to be sitting at a. Well, let's put it this way: if we lay down, if we actually illuminate here, he's sitting at a -4.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, let's worry about that.
This
later.
guy too, by the way. Did you draw?
Yeah, it's this card right here. I've been trying to tell you for a long time, but you're busy. Right. You're busy 5 turns ahead of things. Yes, exactly. All right. So what are they? Yeah, true. What are they?
He's on the same card, undercover, right?
Yep.
So 1 through 5.
1 through 5.
Wouldn't mind a 1.
4.
But he's going to try a grenade attack.
Now we're not pinned, right? No, we are. No, we're not pinned.
We're not. That guy's not.
So we can grenade him back.
So he's taking his grenade.
Oh yeah, does he finally get rid of it? Did he finally use that thing? So he does grenade us.
Yeah, I've wondered though, do they use this thing for point blank shots
I have
or
no idea, man.
because
I
now
have
we
no
get to
idea.
grenade back,
Yep.
so
No,
we're going to draw two.
I already did. We
So now we
missed.
have a
We
grenade
missed.
miss.
Yeah, we missed. So that makes our situation worse. Oh well.
This guy's. We ought to tell him to come home, maybe.
Yeah. With this card, we don't really need. We don't really need. We don't really
Maybe,
need.
but we'll see what he does first.
Yeah. Good
We'll
point.
evaluate this.
Good point. We're doing.
I mean, remember this guy. He could actually be told to move over here too.
So we're doing. We're gonna actually see what this card does now.
All right.
So he's the
So
same
he
thing.
is
He's
on the
on the
same
same
card undercover as well.
Yeah. So he does
3.
three.
So that's the grenade, right?
That is the
Make
grenade.
a grenade.
Now we can't grenade him back because we're pinned.
We cannot. So he gets 2 free shots at it.
And he gets a grenade attack.
He gets a grenade too.
We may just have to sacrifice that guy.
This has been a fire team.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think we can do much else with him.
So now it's this guy. So he's pinned undercover.
Yep.
So he 1 through 4.
1 through 4.
He falls back.
He's fallen back.
That's not bad for us, I don't think.
So there, I think.
I think
right?
it is there where we can spooky his ass. 2 for 1
Exposed
spooky.
as well.
2 for 1 spookying.
Yep.
Plus maybe we get rid of this paralyzed
this
team.
Incredibly exposed.
Yeah. And then this.
Come on, litter team. Another pinned, not undercover.
Is that a 1 through a 5? He's
pinned, not undercover. 1 through 4, 5, 3. He's going to try to find cover.
He's going to try to find cover. So
he can. He just moves under there.
He gets 2.
But he's exposed too.
He gets 2 draws. Well, he's already undercover.
Wait. No, there was a foxhole.
Oh, he just moves.
No, there was a foxhole with nobody in it.
Got it. That's right. Like a mortar guy left that foxhole or something.
Exactly.
So he basically gives himself a -1.
But he's exposed.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. That's all they do.
I'm really thinking like a spooky here with fire, fire, fire.
I think that's not a bad idea. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to illuminate this card. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter if we illuminate that card.
I don't think it does. He's not.
I mean, where it matters is if this guy, if this PC triggers, it means that they can see all the way to here again, right? It depends on what we draw. It has that same effect if we draw it, but after the draw, after the PC resolution, it doesn't matter because he still can't open fire. So
yeah.
All right. I wonder if we put illumination up here. I guess, but we'd like to illuminate. We'd really like to illuminate this card to get rid of.
Yeah, but we can illuminate that card. It doesn't affect very far because of all.
That's true.
It's this open card, so you could put one here.
Yeah.
Here and here.
Yeah. All right.
And I think end up in a good spot.
All right. So our CO, who is a veteran, is drawing +1, right?
+1, correct.
He's
sitting with 6 already.
He gets 3.
So he's at 9. He can spend up to 4.
Third is got a ton saved, right? As does the first sergeant.
Honestly, everybody does except EXO doesn't.
No, everybody's pretty much got their maximum because I think all 3 of those guys are green.
So let's ask this. This guy, do we want him to hang around? Oh, no. This guy up here.
Yeah, I think this guy, yes. This guy.
Yeah, no, but this guy, do we want to just pull him back?
Yeah, I think we want to pull him back.
So we should spend 1 with the CO to do that, since I don't think we're going to activate anybody, are we? It feels like we're just going to waste commands if we do.
Yeah, and I don't want to use artillery this turn because we're low on artillery resources as it is, and I think we should hold fire. So I think this is going to be a very spooky led turn. Now, the only question
Ironically, the only argument that could be made there is we laid our short down on ourselves, although we're out, aren't we?
the mortar?
Yeah, the mortar's out.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean,
the mortar's
but
out.
I'm thinking of the FAC and the artillery. I don't want to do those this turn.
Yeah. No, they're not in a position. I can't see here.
So we want to keep. So Spooky's going to go here, here, and here, right?
With its heavy.
With its heavy.
And I think it's going to illuminate here, here, here gets a -1 there, which actually has the same effect.
Yeah.
It's just putting one there.
We don't have to place 3. All right. So is it, well, okay. Can the CO, okay, let's look, where are our rally opportunities? So we don't need a rally here because those guys are all so I'm wondering if we should where did all of our So we don't have any squads we can reconstitute at this point.
No, but one thing we could do,
we could pull this guy back to here so that he could then, if he wanted to, he could rejoin this thing.
That's one that we could pull him back. That leaves this card.
Yeah, he's just
that guy on
grenade misses on himself.
But then we could also tell this. We can call this guy and tell him to grenade.
But before we do anything, before we do anything, where is this guy going to fire if we leave?
Good point.
Because he's going to open fire here, which I don't think we want.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Actually, this card should probably shift fire. Well, let me ask you.
Yeah, now it should definitely.
Let me ask you a cheesy question. Could we order this guy to seek a different cover on that card? In which case
we can tell him it turns into a miss. What we can do is tell him to, now he's going to be exposed, so it's kind of,
yeah.
It saves him. Well, if he finds cover, it saves him 1.
If he doesn't find cover,
which is still 1.
If he doesn't find cover, it's the same.
So we can tell him to move out from cover and then look.
Well, let me ask a simpler question. Can we order him at this point? Can we order him to grenade?
Yep, we can.
Would this guy grenade back, or does that even
do
matter?
That first?
Yeah. Would this guy grenade back, or does that even matter at this point?
It doesn't. It would stack, but honestly, I would grenade. Let him grenade back and then move.
Okay, so let's
start. If he hits again,
let's start by trying to grenade. So the CO is going to tell him to grenade.
So we're going to use 1 command.
Yeah.
Yep.
1, 1, 2. Should he exhort? We don't really have a lot to do with these commands.
Yes. We should.
Okay, so he did grenade. I may have screwed that up.
Now they're going to grenade back.
Okay.
Wow. Reshuffle. So he did not. So the card stays just like it is. Do we just let the card stay like it is? Or do we try the now move and seek cover?
If we move and seek cover, if we fail, we're no worse off. If we succeed, we're 1
better. It's exactly the same. And it's a question of, do we want to do that? Is there something else with this command we want to do? I don't think we any longer want to tell this guy.
Well, the only thing I was thinking is that it might make sense to get the first sergeant over here to start well, I guess there's only one unit here now and he's not going to be pinned. We should probably should. Well, no, maybe that got created during the. I'm just wondering if the first sergeant. I mean, because we've got the third. I think either the third platoon or the first sergeant should get back on this card now that we're not dropping a short round on it. That's what I think. We should activate one of them so they have some commands so they can move over to that card and do some things.
Let's do I'd say the third. The third was there before.
The third was there before.
So let's activate the third.
Yeah. Because the other thing that the third can
and just
do,
stop. Six.
Yeah, stop there. And we could get this guy back onto that card. We could get this guy back onto that card with like a general or something.
Or the first sergeant could move out, tell him to go and move back. Now he's exposed, but he could do it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, moving back to that deep bunker, I'm less worried about being exposed. Okay, I think that's right. So let's activate the third platoon. So we'll activate the third platoon, right?
Okay, so he's activated.
So he is.
So that's who we're pulling for now.
Veteran undercovers. And
undercover and a veteran, right? So +2.
And he's under.
And all end.
I don't think that's coming from any. I don't think that's coming from anywhere. I think that was the guy. That was a guy who was. That was this guy, but he moved.
That guy who moved. Yeah. There's no fire coming. He's not firing. He's not firing. Those are the only two.
All right. So then he's gonna. So with his.
So you drew 4 there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Which gives him 6.
He can only save 6 and spend 4. So I'm moving him to 10. Okay. Even though he gets more, but we have to waste him anyway.
Yeah. So I wonder if he should move over here. So infiltrate here, because this is under a volume of fire at this point. But it's actually not these. It is actually. I think I deleted this and it's just buffering. That automatic fire is also going on because we were firing at one of his units. So we need to put. Sorry, I'm having like crazy lag right now.
Huh. So weird. Your ping rate's great.
I know. I don't know what it is. It's almost like if my mouse or my keyboard is struggling. Anyway, so I'm wondering if we move him here and then we can have him tell these two guys to move under cover. And then even if he's exposed, can he then
move under covers?
Yeah. So yeah. He would move.
He's on the same card. So in the end, it's one over here, move those two and move himself. So we end up with all of these under cover exposed, right?
Yep.
Is what you're saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yep.
So it's like this for all of them. And then foxhole. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go to foxhole.
Somehow the foxhole feels better.
I know it isn't better, but it feels
basic
better.
Cover.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So that's all 4.
Narratively, I'm going into the foxhole. Okay. That's good. I like that. We can do something with that.
All right. First platoon.
Now we are actually, sorry. We should not do that. Hang on. We should do most of that, but we should tell the engineers to go into a different cover so we're not completely overstacked in that cover.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
There is an exposed coming. Oh, there we go.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out.
All right, so that's third platoon. So that's the end of like activated people. So now we're going on to unactivated people. So first platoon.
So this is first platoon.
Now he's pinned, I think, right now.
He is pinned. He's also undercover, and he's a veteran. So the pinned he's not under any fire, right?
No, he is not.
So he has a +1 for veteran, +1 for undercover, -1 for pinned.
He only gets
he gets 1.
He may as well use 7. That to unpin himself. It does actually. We don't even really need to use it to unpin himself because.
Well, we don't.
Well,
however, what is this guy? That doesn't matter. He's going to automatically un.
What if we set up an medevac zone here?
Staff have to do it. Tunes can't.
Okay.
So it's a good thing for the XO to do. But I mean, we're going to waste it, right? Unpin himself.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Does he want to do anything else? He's got a guy here that he could actually say, unpin yourself.
Oh, yeah, that guy has a radio?
Don't think it matters.
No, I don't.
He has a radio.
Well, the only thing that we could do with this guy, if we wanted to, is concentrate fire. We could use it to tell, oh, he's pinned, he can't concentrate fire. I would imagine you can't tell him to.
Well, we can unpin him. We could unpin and concentrate. We could also unpin and launch and grenade him.
Well, let's do that then. So let's put this pin marker back. Oh, wait, he has to unpin himself first. Right.
He has to unpin himself, then undo that. So that's 2.
That's 2. And then he'll tell him
which gets him down to 5.
Then we'll tell him to grenade this guy.
I like it.
Okay, I like it too. That guy is veteran, so that guy's drawn 3 for grenading. Wait a minute, does first platoon have an auto grenade?
Good question.
First platoon had an auto spot. We aren't using these.
They also have an auto grenade.
And we lose them. So why not use that? Why not use it?
Yeah.
Who are we? Wait. Who are we? No, it's a litter team.
It's a litter team.
Use it. Let's leave it. All right, so we're gonna draw
still 3. Grenade them though.
We're gonna draw 3 cards to try and get a grenade. So we didn't. So we get a grenade miss though.
I just take with the grenade miss.
Yep. It still adds up with it gets another -1 on there, so not terrible.
Yeah.
I think that's good enough. He ends with less, but less than his maximum, but that's okay. All right. So 2nd platoon and 4th platoon, I'm going to draw cards, but it really doesn't matter because they're at their maximum and we're not spending them on anything.
Not do anything and they're at max.
But I'm drawing cards to cycle the deck. So then first sergeant
gets 1.
Gets 1, and the XO and I think the XO should put the medevac zone down, right?
Yep, I do too. Yep.
Might as well get that casualty off the board. And then the first sergeant gets 1, but I think what he should do is...
That's the only thing he's going to do, right? He's saving 2. And then the first sergeant has 7.
Yes, that's the only thing he's going to do is the medevac zone.
Does he want to get that guy to move back over here? So come out, move him over, move back?
Yeah, so that's 3. 3 to do that, right?
Should he also call a shift fire when he's out? Here?
Shift fire to where? We can't. We got a guy on that card.
Oh, we can't. Should we shift fire over? I mean, this is a waste. We might as well just... Well, it's all a waste. It doesn't matter.
I just leave it here.
It doesn't matter where we're...
Leave it here in case something triggers there. So we're going to spend 1 to move out. We're going to spend 1 to move him over there. He can go into that.
I would take a risk and put him under.
Well, that's only 3 under there. It's not even a risk, is it?
Oh, that's true. It's only 3. Yeah.
No. It's actually there's also a paralyzed team under there.
Yeah. That's okay. We should infiltrate him.
Good point. Is he veteran?
He's not.
So. Okay, so he failed, so he's exposed. And then the first sergeant is just going
to. Then we should move
back into the bunker, but he is exposed.
Yep.
And now then it's 3. Now general.
He's down 4.
Now general.
Give us 1. Yep.
0. I don't think it's important enough to spend our 1 general command skill.
I don't either.
Okay. That's it. Capture segment. Now there is some capturing going on. This is going to get captured.
This guy's captured.
Yeah.
This guy's captured too, right? Up here.
Hang on, I'm way down here. Which guy's captured?
Here.
Yep.
Nobody on that card now.
Nobody on that card now. Man, we are racking up the casualties here.
In a good way.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think we might have some retreat because... No, this card is still under fire right now.
Under fire is when you do retreat, if you're not pinned.
But I think everybody's pinned on that card. like we've got some litter teams and stuff here that are paralyzed teams that they're all pinned, but there's still a volume of fire on that card. So I don't think there's anybody who's retreating.
I don't think so either. Just looking around.
Spooky time. So Spooky's going to go here.
Yep, we said put him there.
He's going to place heavy weapons.
And then heavy weapons
here.
There. And here too, right?
Yep.
Where he is.
Oh, wrong one.
This goes away.
That goes away. That becomes automatic fire from this card.
All right. And
illumination.
Let's see.
Illumination here. God, so the delay is driving me crazy. At least my ping rate is high now, so it's like right though? Illumination there.
I think we said illumination here. I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep. So illumination here.
Illumination here, right?
Yeah, I mean, it means that we could have somebody go there, but it's still
it's that card and that card.
And this card.
I mean, I actually wonder whether or not. Well, let's think about this. This guy here, he's at +1. If it's like this, he's getting +2 for the moon.
The advantage if we do it here, as opposed if we do it. Actually, no. I mean, if we do it here, this card is visible, so this card becomes like they can go out to here from this card. It just is what it is. So I don't know why we wouldn't do it on that card.
I think we do. Is there any other one that makes sense? I mean,
would this card make sense? Just in case something turns up there? I mean, it makes this a little bit. I mean,
yeah, but it makes this card really. It makes that card. Well, it's a 1 difference.
I mean, if something turns up in there, it'll help with because we're not going to hit anything. I mean, we're probably not going to hit anything anyway.
All right.
I mean, it hurts us down here, right?
No, but they're not firing.
Sorry.
They're not taking fire.
Sorry, I was thinking it was this card. It doesn't hurt us here because that's all grenades. It might hurt us. It might hurt us if we end up drawing fire from either of these 2 cards.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is if they show up here,
yeah,
we can't put it there.
I know. I just realized that.
So to me, it's either no. Well, I mean, I'll state the obvious. It's no illumination or here, or here.
I think we just do no illumination. Well, why don't you put it here? I mean, it doesn't make any damn difference there that I know of. So I'm going to point out something that we missed. We really should bring in the FAC at this point. This thing.
Yeah, we even had the marker to remind us not to forget that.
So we should, but I think, do we need to spend like a command from the HQ to do that?
Let's see.
No, it doesn't. Each turn he's on the map, the CO can order him to call for airstrikes.
Which he gets how many?
I think I don't know. It's this guy.
Is he just Is he the airstrikes? Oh, it's.
Well, I think each turn he can do it. It's just that he has to leave after 5 turns.
Yeah, but where's he calling them from? Wildfire missions remain. Or attack helicopters, but we don't have attack helicopters, right? Those are an event. So all we got is one air mission.
Is it not that? No.
No, I mean, it very specifically says under the FAC, each turn, it's the second bullet, each turn the FAC is on the map, the HO can order them to call for airstrikes or attack helicopters. And so
all he does is give us a second set of eyes relative to the other FAC. Am I misreading? Am I misunderstanding?
Correct. Nope, that's the way I read it. So
well, we might as well.
We're not going to use him this turn, but why not just put him
where he's valuable is, however, is I don't know if he triggers. Huh. Maybe put him on the same place as Spooky so we don't have to ask that question.
Well, and so the here's the key thing, David, is I think you want him someplace where your forward air controller can't already see.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
And he can see. So I would think maybe here, because this guy's triggering this B. Is there anything wrong with having him here?
No, there isn't. And then if something like triggers up here, that we're worried about,
exactly.
He can kick the crap out of it. And also,
the only other one I was thinking is putting him up. The only other one I was thinking is putting him up on one of those because they're C's.
Yeah, why don't you put him in
the odds are low?
Put him in the elephant grass. Because I don't really care if something triggers way out there or can't see anything anyway. Let's put him on that elephant grass. I like that.
Okay.
Okay, I like that. I get it now. So he basically we got one airstrike left, right?
Yes. Now maybe we can get attack helicopters, which is great.
Oh, true.
So we still leave them on.
That's right. We actually, even if we use that airstrike, we can call the attack helicopters. So we can't.
If they come in instead of that.
So this is the thing. If we had placed him last turn when we should have, then we could have been calling for attack helicopters this turn.
No, we can't. It's an event. We don't get the attack helicopters unless we get an event.
Shoot. Okay. Sorry. Never mind. Okay. All right. Let's move on. I'm belaboring. So fire mission update. There's just the one that comes off the board.
Second to last event.
So that fire mission comes off the board. Then nothing else goes down.
No other. Yep.
Now we're doing PC evaluation.
Oh boy.
So he is going to.
Everybody's favorite phase.
He is going to. Oh, come on. We can't complain. It's been very kind to us.
Well, that guy did have one. Spooky was there. Right?
Shoot. Yeah, that's a B. You got it? Sorry about that.
Yep. We got a C. So the A's first.
Yep. How many? We got 5 of them?
5 of them.
First one.
Right there.
Drawing.
We're drawing 3?
Yep. 1, 2, 3. All right. It's not too bad.
All right.
Wait a second. During the retreat segment.
I don't know what to expect here.
Hang on a second. During the retreat segment, would that casualty have come off the board? No,
isn't that down here?
It's in cleanup. Oh yeah.
Thank you. Second bullet in cleanup.
Yep, you're right. Yep. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so now we got to draw for 4. There's a lot of things to do in this game. That's here.
First one. Just going in order.
1, 2. We got contact.
We have somebody.
So,
all right. That was the good. Short, by the way.
Hey, well, there's another contact. So it's number 4. So it's going to be package 1, which is incoming. No, that's C. I'm sorry. It's going to be package 5. Maneuver.
Number 4 is package 5, which is
squad
maneuver. That's actually a squad exposed out of cover. Please be. Well, where do we want him?
Well, he can go here or here.
Right here would be right.
Either one works because he'll either trigger the claymores or the.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yep.
But he can't go front. So should I just draw 50-50 on this? Because left front and right front have like the same percentage
50-50.
chance. So I'm going to draw 1 to 2. 1 is left, 2 is right.
Yep.
So he's on the left. So he's on the claymores. Well, that's not bad because actually next turn we can shift fire over to him. We can have a bunch of guys shift fire over to him.
Whatever's left.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. The Claymore should.
And he's not firing on us.
No, he's not firing on us. I don't believe. Maneuver.
Yep.
No, he is
no
not.
VOF placed. He is not, and he is spotted. Oh, hold on a second. He's max line of sight. He's all the way up here.
Oh shoot, yeah, yeah, exactly. Sorry. Actually, he might be even further, isn't he? No, he's not very long. Sorry, I'm thinking of
hold on.
I'm thinking of the grenade dude.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the mortar. Oh shit. We forgot about this guy.
We got the infrared.
We put this radio on our mortar, and now we forgot to use him.
This guy has infrared, so he's all the way up here.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Right? Because we can see, we ignore everything, so he's seeing through all of that to the village.
Yeah, and he's at max line of sight.
Max line of sight.
Wow.
And it's our line of sight because we see him.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
That's my understanding.
Next.
Not his line of sight.
Is that right? It makes sense because it's like we triggered him. It's like, how far can we see?
And he's just out maneuvering and we saw him. He didn't even fire on us. So.
All right. So now we're down to 3 PCAs. So we're going to skip one and jump to the second one.
All right. So this guy.
1, 2, 3. That's a good one to not draw for. I would not have, didn't really want that one.
Yep.
All right.
2 more. Well, there's another contact. So it's this guy.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Last PCA.
3 more.
1, 2, 3. That's good. And the rest of them, I don't actually mind if they create contacts. So we do the B now, which is going to draw 2.
Right, so 2 B.
2 Bs. That's right. There are 2 Bs. That's right.
Yep.
So we're going to do the first one first. So spooky.
Spooky. Drawn 2.
Nope.
FAC.
Nope.
Drawn 2. Nothing.
And then I'm going to draw
now
1
we're drawing the C, which is just 1.
He did draw 1.
He gets 1. That's actually the FAC.
So he gets 6.
So what did he draw?
He gets 6.
A 6. That is number 2, a base of fire. Max line of sight and range.
Now, can he fire at this FAC?
We got to figure out.
Can, right?
I don't think he might. He's a...
All right, so we should start by drawing. We should start by drawing which direction, right? Right?
It's a base of fire. It's a machine gun. All the pluses are together. So it's, so you can pick which side. I'm going to start to make him.
Okay, so...
Machine gun and an RPG.
I think he's just in front. Which means I'm going to draw a card.
Machine gun and an RPG. Basic cover. Both of them are under a separate basic cover. Okay. Max line of sight and range. They are spotted.
He's just going to be here. Because he's on that card, and that's the max line of sight. Is it? Well, I guess.
Well, if it's a hill back there.
Is that right?
Which it's not. Yeah, because this is illuminated, right?
It's illuminated. Okay, right. Okay, so so he goes there.
He is there.
But he is opening fire.
But he's opening fire here.
But they can fire at these guys, right? Isn't there a way to fire at these guys?
And by the way, it's an RPG.
Okay. See?
So he can
shoot that guy down.
I think he can.
I mean, we'll have to see. It may not be mathematically possible, but he's at least can shoot at him, I think, if I recall correctly. So that's all the PCs.
It does say an aircraft FAC aircraft hit with an abort undamaged is removed.
Okay.
So
okay. So they'll fire at him, and we'll just see if they have enough to do damage.
Yep.
So capture segment, I don't think we created.
I don't have vehicle functions totally wrapped around my head yet.
No, it's
so
fine. We haven't done
enough of them.
So capture segment, I don't think there's anything this turn because we didn't create casualties last
That's
turn.
an interesting question. Can people fire at Spooky?
No, I think
they said they can't, right?
I think they said they can't because he's high altitude. And he's not vulnerable to AT combat.
Yeah. It does not say that about the FAC. The FAC is vulnerable.
So now so capture and retreat. Nothing happens in capture and retreat, right?
Correct.
Everybody's pinned and stuff.
Now we remove pinned. Oh, capture and retreat was done. We just did the PC. It's the pinned.
Oh, I'm way beyond. Sorry,
now.
I was looking back here. Sorry. So pinned recovery. Now there should be a bunch of this. Like this guy.
Yeah. So this guy is
pinned.
Unpinned. He's unpinned. He's not pinned.
Now these guys we've got our own volume of fire here. Are they unpinned?
Yeah, I don't believe they're not under a volume of fire.
They're producing a volume of fire, but they're not under a volume of fire.
That's the way I've always read that.
Yeah.
They're not under a volume of fire. Because we're not
right
pulling for them.
Right. So
we're not pulling to see if they're damaged.
Yep.
He is still pinned, and so I think that's it. This guy's under. These guys are all.
We should definitely have the 3rd platoon call a ceasefire next turn and get them firing somewhere useful. Like they may be able to fire over here, or they would just stop firing.
Well, right now they wouldn't.
I know.
They would just stop firing right now.
Yeah, which wouldn't be bad.
Which is very useful.
Yeah. Okay, so that is pinned recovery. So now we're just doing combat effects.
Now it's combat. So we're starting up here, right?
Yep. So he's minus.
So he's -4.
-4. That's good. He
right?
Blundered. Yeah, he just blundered straight.
The moon doesn't even, because of the illumination, no moon. So it's literally, it's a -4.
Yep. Hit. He's line.
Excellent. Then he's line.
He's a paralyzed team now. Well, we can
he
stop
is no longer a grenade.
We can stop worrying about that now. I'm good with that.
Thanks for moving.
So this one's going to be a whole mess of different numbers. So this guy is going to be plus. No moon. This guy's going to be -2. This guy's going to be even. And this guy's going to be -1. Right?
-2, -2, even, -1. Yep.
So I'm going to do -2, -1, even. I'm just going to pull them in that order.
-2 is the full squad.
-2 is pinned.
It's not terrible.
-1 is hit.
All right, so that's this.
A green fire team.
He's green.
Oh my God! What the? He's paralyzed. And then even is pinned. That poor paralyzed team is back to being pinned.
So that whole card is now pinned.
Okay. No. Now, oh yeah. Now we
this guy. Now here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you look up here.
Yep. Defensive.
There is no grenade volume of fire, but let me look real. Do you want to pause the video while I look something up?
Yep.
At it.
Okay, so yeah, so we found that reference in the rules. It's actually pretty explicit for anybody who's looking.
Yep.
Here, 10-6-2, basically we're going to draw 2 cards to see if he actually fires the grenade.
And the 2 is because he's line. If he was veteran, we'd pull 1 more.
Yep. So he does actually hit with a grenade.
So this RPG hits. So that's now down to 1 shot. So that was over here on this vehicle and anti-tank.
So now he's a G rated dude.
Right.
Right?
So it's this -2 for the RPG.
Because he's close. So he's -2.
And so now if you go up to the top, David, to this resolving VOF, it's the defensive unit you said was a 4, right?
+4.
The cover and concealment on the card is 1.
So +5.
Weird that applies in the
in the air.
Maybe not
air.
Really. Maybe
actually not really, because you're shooting through things, right?
Yep. So one of the following, it's the grenade. It's the -2 for the.
Yep.
Well, hold on. Now I have me question. This is if the fire makes a successful grenade attack. We're doing this, I think.
Oh yeah, it is that.
So it's the -2.
So +4, +5. Draw an action card and add the AT number on the card to the net AT modifier. And the net AT modifier.
So we're a 4. We get +1 for the. It's a -2 +4 +1, right? So it's effectively a +3. 3. Weird.
Yes.
I feel like. Yeah. No, that makes sense. It's a +3. And then you're going to draw a card, and there's an AT value on it.
Right. So the AT value is 0, so it's still plus. I don't know if that's.
So I think we're out of here, because it's going to be now this. He was abort damaged.
Oh, it's plus. Yeah.
The final sum was.
Yeah, we needed to get a
2 or better.
Yep. All right. So that means they chased him off.
Yep.
All right.
Kind of cool.
That was kind of cool,
like
actually.
that.
That was kind of cool.
And we figured something out that we'll forget that when we need it next time.
Well, but it'll be more familiar next time.
It will be.
And we got him to use one of his grenade shots.
Finally.
Wait, does that have 2 shots? Oh, he had 2 shots.
They get 2 shots.
It has 2 sides. Okay. Sorry, I didn't. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now
it's down here, right?
We did this, right? Yes. So now it's down here, correct.
Which is this is only that's a 1. Or, I'm sorry, that's a 2, 1 for the moon, so 3.
So we've got -2 for until you start doing exposed and foxholes.
Which is even.
That's even. So it's a minus
pinned foxhole -2.
So it's a -2.
Yep.
Because heavy weapons in the moon are offset by this. All of this is offset by each other. So we're just
offsets, and it's just the crossfire and the grenade miss. So -2.
He's pinned. No real effect, but he stays pinned.
All right. Here.
This is going to be interesting.
This is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah. So this is we got -5, right?
-5 +3 +4. So -1 for him, right?
-1 for him. Pinned. Okay. Not terrible, maybe.
Not great.
We are going to have
-3.
We're going to have 1 less. We're going to be even because his grenade's only a 3.
Correct. So
we're even.
Correct.
We're pinned also. I can live with that.
All right. Well,
I can live with that.
I can live with it. Yep. Could have been much worse.
Here, which could get interesting, because if this guy gets obliterated, this guy could go anywhere. So we are like plus maximum.
Suddenly we might be fighting for this card.
Yeah. So we're +6. We're actually higher than that, but we're basically at +6 against him, right?
Yeah, we are.
Miss. Shockingly missed.
He's -3. No moons.
Should I flip the table in disgust at that card draw?
It's total disgust. Is this not a +2? The grenade offset by the cover. There is no moon, so it's just +2 for the
+2. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. He misses,
nice.
So we're unpinned.
That was actually, Thank you.
That was I have zero complaints.
Nope, me too. Although I did complain. I complained up here.
I have no complaints this turn. Okay, I think that was pretty good, actually. Clean up.
So now, casualty comes off.
Oh, casualty comes off. Right, casualty comes off. I don't think anything changes in terms of fire. Because
this guy, in theory, nope, not. Is it?
No, I don't think anything.
Nope, he can't fire.
Yeah, he can't see because he doesn't have infrared.
These guys can't see.
Yep.
These guys, do they have anybody? He should be firing at somebody. Why did he not fire?
No, because the only place
he can't.
Can fire
I'm sorry,
is here.
He can't fire. He can't fire.
I mean, even if he fires, would he fire here? They fire at each other, don't they? At least I thought they did. Maybe I'm wrong.
I swear they do open. I'm trying to remember if they open fire.
Or they just. I mean, it's not going to change. It's not going to change anything because it's already automatic weapons fire. Just whether there's a PDF there.
I think they do open fire on their own card. Question is, where would it be? Do you want to? That's the key.
Okay, so they will open fire on a jointly occupied card if that's the card that triggered it. But that is not the case here. He's not going to open fire because it didn't trigger it.
Correct.
Okay, so we don't. The only thing is we don't place a PDF. That's the only thing there. Okay, clean up and end of turn 7.